Hi, welcome to Transforming Stories. The monk who sold his Ferrari, a tale of success. The story opens with the success of a lawyer and ends with the prosperity of a man. Summary. The main character, Julian Mantel, was an extremely successful lawyer. He was able to lead a luxurious life. He had a private jet and proud to possess a Ferrari. One day, Julian, who was a workaholic, collapsed with heart attack at court. Julian was under constant stress and was working himself to death. Doctor gave ultimatum to Julian, either to give up his lawyer career or his lifestyle that killed him. After heart attack, Julian realized that life he was leading has no meaning. He quitted his job and sold everything he had, including his proud Ferrari. 3 years later, Julian mysteriously came back to America and met John. John was amazed to find it out. It was the famous lawyer, his old friend, Julian Mantel. Julian was fully transformed from the former person he was. His physical strength and mental abilities were incredibly far better. He was in good health and face was glowing radiantly. Julian explained his travels to India and how he eventually ended up in a place which was near to Himalayas and how he met sages of Sivana. Julian travels to India. In India, Julian met Yogi Krishnan, who was a lawyer earlier in his life and who became a kind of mentor to Julian. He told Julian, never regret your past, rather, embrace it as the teacher that it is. Then Yogi Krishnan told Julian about mystical monks, sages of Sivana. They had a special system that greatly enhances the quality of any person's life. Later, Julian enthusiastically searched for the monks. Somehow, Julian found a monk who introduced Julian to the sages of Sivana. Then, monks accepted Julian to teach wisdom and the special system of life. The monk taught the special system to lead a happy life through a fable. The monk asked Julian to imagine and visualize the story. The story was: imagine you are sitting in the middle of a magnificent, lush green garden. The garden is filled with the most spectacular flowers you have ever seen. The environment is supremely tranquil and silent. Savor the sensual delights of this garden and feel as if you have all the time in the world to enjoy this natural oasis. Look around, you see that in the center of this magical garden stands a towering red lighthouse, 6 stories high. Suddenly, the silence of garden is disturbed by a loud cracking as the door at the base of the lighthouse opens. Stumbles a 9 foot tall, 900-pound Japanese sumo wrestler who casually wanders in the center of the garden. The Japanese sumo wrestler is naked. Well, he's not naked. He has a pink wire cable covering his private parts. As this sumo wrestler starts to move around the garden, he finds a shiny gold stopwatch that someone had left behind many years earlier. He slips it on and falls to the ground with an enormous thump. The sumo wrestler is rendered unconscious and lies there silent and still. Just when you think he has taken his last breath, the wrestler awakens, perhaps stirred by the fragrance of some fresh yellow roses blooming nearby. Energized, the wrestler jumps swiftly to his feet and intuitively looks to his left. He is startled at what he sees. Something seems to instruct the wrestler to take the path, and to his credit, he does. This path leads him down the road of everlasting joy and eternal bliss. Julian didn't understand the fable, but chuckled remembering the Japanese sumo. Then the monk explained the fable. First, cultivate your mind. Your mind is a garden. Sow seeds of positive thought, The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. Next, the purpose of life is a life of purpose. Never forget the importance of living. Never neglect to see the exquisite beauty in all living things. Today and this very moment is a gift. Stay focused on your purpose. The universe will take care of everything else. Like Japanese sumo wrestler, self mastery is the DNA of life mastery. The universe favors the brave. When you resolve to lift your life to its highest level, the strength of your soul will guide you to a magical place with the magnificent treasures. Then live with discipline, wage a war against the weaker thoughts that have crept into the palace of your mind. They will see that they are unwanted and live like unwelcome visitors. Next, respect your time. Time slips through our hands like a grains of sand, never to return again. Those who use wisely from an early age are rewarded with rich, productive, and satisfying lives. After that, selflessly serve others. The most noble thing you can do is to give to others. Start focusing on your higher purpose. Finally, never sacrifice happiness for achievements. We are all here for some special reason. Stop being a prisoner of your past. Become the architect of your future. Finally, Julian becomes a prosperous man from a successful liar. Julian tells John that he came back to America to teach the wisdom he had learned in India from sages of Savannah. Please subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get latest notifications. Enjoy your life.